Alright, everyone. Welcome back. Now, good news. Well, no, it's all bad news. There's no good news about it. Apparently the server is being shut down, so even though I didn't get to finish my work here, I figured I'd at least document it so I'd have it for next time. 'Cause next time I dedicate a lot of work and stuff to a new server, or to a new build, I'll probably have my own server for it. So I figure I'd document the work I did, because I'm pretty proud of it, since most of it was, well, honestly, all of it was pretty much done the old-fashioned hard way. So, see. Let's begin. So, here we are at the keep. I didn't get too far with the keep decorating-wise. I mean, I got the basics down. Yep. Here's my room. That was the balcony from my room. Got the two guest rooms here. Bare minimum in there. Guest is gone. This is all made out of a Grossian and Aquilonian. We have a war room here, which, geez, stuff's still loading in. Which I never really got the war map put up for. Every good tyrant needs a nice speaking, like, podium area. That's what this one is. Go down the hallway. We got the kitchen. Once again, didn't get everything made. Why is everything just whatever? I don't know where my cat's at. Just wandering around somewhere. Go downstairs. I did make it pretty high up, like, elevation-wise, because we got the throne room here. All my subordinates. I will miss all of them. And my white throne. I didn't even get my messenger pigeon made yet, or eagle. Next time, though. All my constituents, who I got most of them trained up to almost 20. So, kind of grew attached to them. Then, of course, the foyer. And then out to here. The keep isn't probably one of my better buildings, but I think it's the location more that I like about it. It's the grandeur. Especially, like, these staircases. I got real big into making enormous staircases like that. We got, nice little private water area for dumping our sewage and getting fish. And more importantly, the part I liked about it, we used to have a noob hut here, which we removed because obviously it was sandstone. But the fact that it's all between these two pillars, that's what I really liked about it. We'll get on horseback, make this go a little quicker. Next up would be the temple. Sorry. Here's the approach to it. Now, I am proud about the temple, because I actually looked up Roman and Greek temples to see how they looked. I kind of have a good idea now. Let's leave you there. Hate that also jump. So yeah, obviously I'm a Mitran follower, but one of my favorite parts is these little details like the onks hanging from the gateway. I put up each and individual one of those. I mean, it's very simple. I like the design more. I went with the open air, kind of like my very first one, which I think I have a video of YouTube up showing the inside. It's very similar, but obviously this one was made much better, especially with all the extra religious decor and like the I do like the, I don't even know what you would call those, curtains maybe. Yeah, this is actually mostly Lemurian stone, Lemurian marble. And you go around here, and of course this is all the white quarter, or the marble quarter, is all engrossed or enclosed with a inner wall, which is all made out of marble from AOC. But then we leave the nice temple district and we go down Penitent's Path, where we have, of course, witch burning, and a lot of crucifixes. Because, you know, obviously, one of my favorite things was setting up this with Brandenburg, because he could resize objects. So he put a giant Mitron statue in Ankh right there, supersized them, and it goes real well looking over all this. We have my gibbet and wheels to break new recruits. Across there we have the barracks, which I just got really set up and built up, including statues and all. Got a nice muster station here. That was where I was going to put a villa. I don't know how I was going to do it, but that would have been further down the line. That's the start of one of the starts of the external wall, which keeps us safe. As you can see, we got a nice training field that I didn't get finished getting set up. So you have a lobby area, which isn't done yet. All the relics and whatnot would be here. Armor and swords. Some of these have swords in there. I never started moving them all. Got the armory back behind the bars here. Or wood. Upstairs, and this is all made out of Ars Gothica granite, if I remember right. Except for the floors. This is insulated wood. Privy, this is the living quarters area. Even got a nice little kitchen. Then the officers' quarter, which goes out to the muster balcony for speeches and whatnot. And upstairs would be the war room and the pay hall. So, you know, you'd pay all your soldiers from here. And then in here, the war room. I was going to set up some more armor stations, or mannequins with armor on it. I don't know what else I'd put in here. Maybe a writing desk. Something like that. This was just going to be storage in that area. And then a ready room right here, which I didn't get ready. Or I didn't get set up. Next time I would probably make this a bit bigger. Or maybe do it in the front. I never realized the mannequins had faces on them. I figured this would be a nice little area. Also, I would probably change the Thrall mod that gives them animations and stuff, so I can give them the fighting animations and whatnot. Onward. Horseback. Wherever it went. Okay, looks like we're hoofing it. Oh, there you are. Now, I did have plans for out here. There was going to be a bank with a big vault and everything. And possibly a library if I could have squeezed it in here. I didn't really give myself enough room on the inner wall, to be honest. So, something to keep in mind next time is really need to work on the shape of the inner walls to make sure I could fit everything first. Now, this all was going to be fields for farming and animal pens and such. The peasants' quarters. That didn't get done, though. Ran out of time. Then this was going to be a bathhouse and slash Darketo pleasure pit, which is going to be hidden in there. Then here's the other end of the wall. Now, the walls themselves are pretty basic. Usually I go too thick, but I was trying to save on memory for the server, so I only went one thick, which honestly would have been fine. I didn't get to man these yet, and I was going to put a trebuchet up there. Now, one of the big debates I was having was, do I just have it end right there? But I thought, you know, screw it. Try to save some memory, like I said. We'll actually go this way. Hopefully not get aggroed by anything. As you see the inner walls from there. Could climb. Yes. Yeah, because that Ankh really does give it a very good touch, I think. Now, over here, there were plans to make a... I was thinking about making a Circus Maximus, the racing for horses. There's one of my main gates right there. You know, just... Or a jousting field also was floating around. Now, outside the gates, which is what we are right now, since I don't support cannibalism or yoglings, we have our murder hut. Which one day I just started and I'm like, yeah, it's cheap materials, why not? Of course, this didn't get done because I was going to add the yog tree and a bunch of other stuff too. Take a look inside though. So, got some random pieces of sausage, voodoo dolls, incense, dismembered heads, cages, sacrificial place. Yep. Just about right for yoglings. I might do another... I like the idea of the murder hut, to be honest. And here's the other side of the walls. The external walls. We'll go in this way. This would have been the beast gate, because on the other side of this was going to be the arena. Right here. This would have been the arena floor with all the stride lake bed, because I love the design and how flat it is. And I would have built a big oval around it with stands and whatnot. Obviously, that didn't happen. But then after that, we'll go in... Well, first, we got the bazaar here. Or the starts of the bazaar. I was going to put a water well, some statues. You know, get some more people buzzing around. Set up more stands. And actually get the thralls that sell stuff. But then we go into the town. Now, every good town has to have a good tavern. You stay right there. So, this is all made out of sandstone copper, which is Ars Gothica also. Which also looks like crap, because it's not loading all the textures in. And this is most of this food is all banquet, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, we got the bar side, you got the kitchen here, the guy doing the old-fashioned Chad meme, for some reason. Our domestic cat, of course. Skyrim-inspired, tavern bedrooms. Another orc. Nice little bathroom. I mean, this is probably the building that's the most complete out of all of them. Just because it's the most decorated. I mean, it's not... I still wouldn't have considered it complete. But it looks pretty good. Except for the fact the textures aren't loading in. That's not so great. See if I can fix that real quick. Because that is quite annoying. Nope, they won't. Server's kind of like failing, so, you know. There's a reason that it's, well, I can't even get rid of my, HUD now. Neat. Yeah, there's a reason the server's getting shut down. It is not... And I know a lot of it's because of, how much stuff. This was the jeweler slash, we had sorcery stuff in here just because I didn't have a place for them at first, but... Graphics do not seem to be loading properly at all. We got our armor smith here with all the fashionista or fashionist armor mannequins. Nice statue. Carpenter here. Now, I did make them all two-story because I was going to put living quarters up on top, but decided not to. And they're all made out of the Age of Calamitous marble, but that's all Argosian tile terracotta ceiling. So they look better. I'm going to be honest, it's going to bother me. I'm going to log real quick and bring it back because it's really not bringing to justice my stuff. It's kind of annoying, so let's bring it back. Hold on. Shouldn't take more than a minute. But yeah, it's a shame that the server's going down, but it's kind of what happens when you're not paying for it yourself. So, and like I said, the last two places I've built, the servers kind of went out, and it was, I think it was my fault more because I kind of like ran out of funds for it and everything, and kind of everyone stopped playing, so I didn't think much of it. But alright, onwards. So we got the tannery here. Not sure if that's AOC. I don't think it is. As you can see, the floors look much nicer now. There we go. Yeah, all of this. The Ars Gothica stuff does look really good, but it does require a bit more in the way of crafting supplies. That looks much better. I would use it again, but yeah, it's definitely crafting heavy because you need cement on top of everything else. Got my still over there. Yeah, it's weird because some of these things are spawning in that should definitely not be here. We got our blacksmithy, which is honestly pretty modest. Could have made that better. More of the external wall. This is the other side of it. We got our apothecary that I was about to have them move out, actually. Move them somewhere else. That tree's not usually there either. It's a small little single story, but this is supposed to be the Royal Gardens where we were going to have all of our stuff laid out for like crafting material. We got Waza's weird shack that he made. That was 100% him, so. Then down here we got our mining area, which AOC adds their own mining, like mines in it. It's a profession. But you have to actually pay these guys 10 coins so they work on it, and they honestly don't give you much, and it's kind of not worth it at all. This is the Lemurian limestone mine, which is just constantly on. Then you have to kiln the limestone, and then you have it cut into the marble, which actually I don't really mind that. One of the things, the view from this area, this is the first time I've ever built out here. Got a nice view of brimstone lakes over there. This is Call El's Fortress or whatever it's called. I don't remember. Something like that. It's a dungeon that we're built into. Didn't know what I was going to build here, which made it a problem for purges and whatnot, because they like to spawn right there. But anyway. Alright, so this is the other side of Waz's place. Now, once again, this was all going to be ranch and such, but because I didn't put foundations down, it doesn't stop the spawn, so gotta keep that in mind for next time. Then over there, that would have been the main gate, or one of the main gates. Got all my puppers out here. with Skaven names. I think this one is... I know that one's Queek, Head Taker, because they just look like Skaven to me. We got Queek, we got, we don't have Icket. What do we have? Hold on. Now I gotta figure this out. It's gonna bother me. Gracier, Thankful, and... Oh yes, Snitch. Of course, how could I forget that? Come on, why could they pick up easier? I can't get rid of it. Alright, cool, whatever. Fuck it, we'll just go with the HUD then. Alright, and then the last thing that I was working on that I was actually getting really proud of, because I put quite a bit of work into this, was the sorcery school. Because honestly, having the magic users with all the normal folks sounds dumb. This also is a perfect view of... Gotta jiggle the handle sometimes. Now, this is ancient civilization stuff. That one's supposed to be a chest elevator, but... Yeah, this kind of puts into perspective how big this land was. So you would be able to see the arena way out there where the murder hut is by those trees. And alrighty. This would have been the wizarding school. Like I said, this is all ancient civilization. They got some pretty fancy stuff. Even the water and fire. Nice little, not really a defensive wall or gate, but just something grandiose. We're gonna have this be the golem crafting section. So you would have had the golem summoning things, 2 of them. Then the workstations and storage, whatnot. This would have been the demonology one. So you would have had your thaumaturgy bench and such in this area. Then you would have the summoning pit behind the bars. Because they can turn on you, so... Of course, marble in the middle, because I wanted to break up the stone a bit. This is all that dark marble. Up here, we would have had the fire altar from AOC for fire magic. Also, you know, a bonfire and stake. Just for the witches. The bad ones. You kind of get an idea of like how big this place was, because the barracks over there, you can't even see where the arena would have been. The view distance is kind of locked, I think, for Conan. Then over here, which is the part that I was actually really proud of, this would have been a garden area for the alchemists. So we would have had these arch things. I can't remember what they're actually called, but they have planter pots on both sides, and this would have been like irrigation for them. This would have been all the different like compost heats or whatever you put over here, workstations. And this would have been the alchemist, the new alchemy shop. Yeah, I was middle into working all this when I got the news that server shutting down, so you know, all work kind of halted. That's my first use of placeable water here too, you can see. Which I think this stuff is awesome. Also changed the colors quite a bit, made it darker. Yeah, wrapping around there, I was going to put the Tempest altar, the wind magic. This would have been the map room over here. I would have put a building for the teleporting. Then I would have put the water altar over here, which this water would have flowed from. And then necromancy in that corner. Would have been all kind of subject to how how it all fit together. And this is where all the magic users would have been. And this over here, I'm not sure which mod that's from, but it's actually a portal, so you can teleport back and forth. Yep, that's pretty much the most of it. Oh, things are loading. You can see the barracks loaded in now. Sounds like they're fighting again. I'm gonna miss this project though. This city was probably on par with my biggest one. Definitely. What am I looking at here? It'd be nice if it was a firework or something. I think it's an arrow. But yeah, it would have been really cool to finish this place out. Because it does look really nice. I'm always a fan of making a city instead of just like one keep or something. Ooh. Ow. But, you know, it is what it is. I definitely will be carrying a lot of these ideas forward to next time I play. I am part of another server, but on that one, I didn't want to go as big with it as I did with this. Because there's a lot of people on it, and yeah, this does take a toll. I'm gonna miss it, though. I did put a lot of work in all of it, but it's a learning experience. Especially because there was a lot of mods I've never played before, like Age of Calamitous I've never touched, and the Valkyrie arms, or Iwa. So, you know, it was a learning opportunity. A lot of my stuff is not loading in. Which is odd. Next time I'll make it bigger and better. And I might give myself some admin controls just so I can get started faster. Yeah, a lot of this stuff should not be spawned in here. But with that, it's about the end of it, sadly. But a couple months of work. It's weird having these palm trees here, but I gotta say, the favorite building out of all of them that I made was probably this temple, because it looks probably the most legitimate. So I might do something similar like that again. But alright, that's about it. Ripperonis to the server. I am gonna miss it. I don't know why the, I don't know why the one thing's not working, but okay. Until next time, though. I might take a bit of a break from, Conan. Just because of, you know, this is kind of like a heavy blow losing all this, but it is what it is. And like I said, next time I'll have to save up some money to make my own server. Play around with some mods, because there's some mods I want to add that weren't on this server. That are my preference. So, I have to just really juggle around load orders, make sure it all fits together nicely. And whatnot. I didn't realize that had a... Actually, I had color in it. Pretty much I want to make sure the server I have set up, like, runs flawlessly with no issues. So, that's gonna be it. Till next time. This is Ames signing off, and if you want to catch my next build, or whenever I get back on to Conan, you know, shoot me a follow or something. I usually, when I get into this game, I get into it for a long-ass time. Like, I think I played this one for 3 months straight or something like that. But, yep, till next time, everyone.